Hi, everybody, and welcome to Word Affinity, a podcast which has everything to do with words. I'm your host, Sarah Singh Bisht, and welcome to a brand new season of my podcast. I've been pondering over this for a long time about what is the perfect way to start this season, and I thought, why not start it by talking about my most favorite thing that exists? So, today's episode is about books. No, don't go. Please, don't go. Just listen to what I'm saying for about 3 minutes or so. I guess you can spare that much time from a busy schedule of procrastinating. Sorry. But listen, this isn't going to be boring at all. Trust me. So today, I'm going to be comparing two of the greatest fantasy book series ever written. Can you guess them? I think you have. Yup, on today's Clash of the Series, it is Harry Potter versus the Chronicles of Narnia. I know a lot of you prefer Lord of the Rings, but I couldn't get through those on time, but I'll do it on a later episode whenever I finish reading it. Yeah, I'm reading it right now. But let's get on with this episode. So I have both of the series with me right now, and first of all, I researched a few facts about both the books, and I've researched quite a lot for this episode, checking all the fandoms and Quora pages about them, so I really hope you like it. Now, both the series have 7 books, but the Narnia books are much smaller. The total word count of Harry Potter is 1,084,170, while the Narnia books only amount to 345,535 words. But keep in mind that the length of the book doesn't determine how good it is. I mean, George Orwell's Animal Farm in 1984 weren't that long, and they're still some of the greatest books ever written. But that's just one example, so both books build a whole new world. Now, I get to see which world is better. And don't think that I'll be partial towards Harry Potter because I love it, because I find the Narnia books to be great too. The first criteria we're going to be judging these books on is logic, consistency, and believability in setting. That basically means how much of these worlds you can believe in. Even magical lands have to have some rules and regulations that the people living there have to follow. So, first, let's go to Harry Potter. In the wizarding world, there's literally a whole government and a set of rules which include fundamental rights and duties. The laws are also followed very strictly, as we can see from the letters and hearing Harry gets when he breaks the decree for the reasonable restriction of underage sorcery, under which a witch or wizard under 17 is banned from using magic outside of their respective schools. There were also a great many government offices in the Ministry of Magic which each have a specific role in upholding the law. So this was one thing that makes the wizarding world seem real. Well, not real, but legit. The proper law and justice system that is enforced there. We all know that without rules, we are just bigger-brained apes, and there's nothing special between us and our less evolved cousins. So the MOM in Harry Potter is a great part of the story. Now, let's go on to Narnia. From what I could gather, monarchy. Yes, Narnia was a monarchy before the Pevensies were on throne. The political system is entirely glossed over in the books, so there's not much of a mention of a government or a justice system. But that's fine because the Chronicles were written for children who don't care about the law. However, there's one mention of some rules in the book. The deep magic. So, basically the deep magic was a set of laws placed into Narnia by the Emperor beyond the sea at the time of its creation. This law stated that the White Witch, Jadis, I don't know. I'll just call her Jadis, I guess. So Jadis was entitled to kill every traitor. If someone denied her this right, then all of Narnia would be overturned and perish in fire and water. Just wait one second. So I just checked and it's apparently Jadis. So Jadis was good at first and then she ate an apple and turned immortal. I mean, why? Why do apples have such an important role in fantasy? Every fairy tale or fantasy book has them if the writer wants to kill off a character, or make it immortal, or make her unconscious and let dwarves lay her in a forest for a weird prince to come and save her using a super awkward weapon called the true love's kiss. AKA kissing at sleeping, or a dead princess. Why do you want to do that? But I mean, why not use a pear or an almond? Why can't they be magical? Anyways, Jadis became immortal, which apparently made her evil and self-obsessed. She started killing everyone. Now what Jadis didn't know was that there was a deeper magic that existed before time was born. This deeper magic said that if a willing victim who had committed no treachery was killed in a traitor's stead, the stone table would crack, and death itself would start working backwards. Aslan, aka the magic lion who came when anybody needed his help, used this deeper magic to save Edmund Pevensey when Jadis was about to kill him. Now, for the moment of truth, we have discussed both the worlds and their laws. Let's see who won. And the winner is, but first, you have to hear my horrible drum roll. No one. Not gonna tell you today, because that's part 2, when all is discussed and decided. So, part 2 is coming next week, which has 2 more rounds for these epic series to compete in. Then we'll learn who will win and who will be thrown into a bottomless pit of burning lava. Just kidding. So, that was all for today. Please stay tuned for the part 2 of this epic showdown of the worlds. If you like this podcast, make sure to rate, review, and follow us. If you're listening on YouTube, please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you for listening. Bye!